Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Augusta Westland 189 helicopter. Please be briefed on emergency procedures and safety rules on board to be followed throughout the flight. Dangerous goods, alcohol, drugs and all the items prohibited for transportation by the laws of the departure, transit and destination countries are forbidden for transportation on board of stream air. It is prohibited to place carry-on luggage and baggage in plastic bags of any kind. The size of luggage and hand luggage is strictly regulated. The size of one piece of baggage in the sum of 3 dimensions should not exceed 140 centimeters. Mobile phones, tablets, laptops, smart watches, and cameras are considered personal electronic equipment. The use of such equipment during transportation by helicopter is not allowed. At check-in before departure to sea facilities or on land, all larger items such as laptops and tablets must be completely turned off and placed in the luggage. Smaller items, such as smart watches and mobile phones, can be taken with you into the helicopter cabin. After the demonstration of the safety video instruction, both on shore and at sea, mobile phones should be turned off and placed in the inner pocket of the survival suit. During transport by helicopter, all equipment must be completely switched off. The use of flight and sleep modes is not enough. Our helicopter is equipped with a firefighting bag, which is designed to store electronic devices such as mobile phones and tablets, which can sometimes overheat and catch fire. These heavy-duty protective bags, made of certified materials, reduce the risk of personal injury and property damage in the event of a fire or explosion of the battery. If your device starts to overheat, you should do the following. First, identify the threat. Floating, smoke, or high temperature is a sure sign that your smartphone, tablet, or any other device is experiencing thermal runaway. Next, open the folding flaps of the bag, get and put on the protective gloves. Then, place the device in the bag to hold the fire, close the flaps face down and place on the floor. Immediately inform the pilot about the incident. As the flight is operated over the water, prior to departure you will receive a survival suit, to be worn at all times before boarding the helicopter, and up to the flight completion. The Sea Air Barents suit has been specially designed for helicopter transport to offshore installations. Before putting on a survival suit, remove your watch, bracelets, earrings, and other items that may damage rubber parts of the suit. It is recommended to use thermal underwear, and in winter to use an additional layer of thermal underwear. After dressing up, put your outerwear in the bag of survival suit and hand over it immediately before boarding the helicopter. It's prohibited to wear hats during boarding and disembarkation. Please leave them in a bag with overhead clothes. To wear a survival suit, step into the legs first. Use the loops in the lining to adjust inner socks. Next, the sleeves. Pull the zipper all the way up to the stopper. Release excess air by squatting. Watertight cuffs leave hands free until you are in the sea. Put on the gloves as demonstrated in the video. Remember to pull the zipper all the way up to the stopper. Survival suit kit complete set. The whistle is used in an emergency situation to attract attention. The emergency light activates automatically on contact with water. The extra light on the glove is operated manually. The buddy line has a floating snap hook, pulled out by the 1.5 meter long line. This can be hooked onto your colleague. The emergency breathing system is located in the right chest pocket. It is completely sealed. Prepare it when you have received the command from the crew. Bite on the mouthpiece. Fix the nose clip and breathe calmly. Activate the valve by pressing the discs together on the breathing tube. Take a deep breath and exhale the maximum amount of air into the system. Breathe through the system. The valve is also activated automatically upon contact with water. In the sea, breathing system can be disconnected from the suit by pulling the quick release. The splash shield is released by pulling the cord forwards and upwards. The cord is located in the area of the left shoulder. Use Velcro on the chest to fix splash shield. After exiting the helicopter, inflate the flotation bladder for increased comfort. Turn the top of the valve clockwise, blow into the tube while pushing on the valve. More information is available at the handout desk. Study the instructions carefully before you go. All passengers, traveling to offshore facilities and to locations where flight continues over the water, shall have completed helicopter underwater escape training. HEWAT should be completed using an underwater escape simulator for all frequent flying offshore passengers, at intervals not to exceed 4 years. if engaged in offshore helicopter operations. Passengers shall embark and disembark helicopter only on pilots, HLO or airline representatives' instruction. Due to major danger coming from main and tail rotors during boarding and disembarkation, it is strictly forbidden to approach to the helicopter from the rear. Approach or leave a helicopter only from the side. Follow the 3 points of support rule when embark and disembark the helicopter. Hold onto the seat. Do not use the helicopter door as support. Do not stow anything under the seats. All hand luggage must be placed in the baggage compartment. Smoking, using mobile phones and moving around the passenger cabin are strictly prohibited during the flight. Do not open the locks and don't use handles of main entrance door and emergency exits without necessity. The helicopter is provided with a 4-point seatbelt. Fasten the hip belt first into the buckle. Tighten the hip belt on both sides. Then shoulder straps are fastened into the buckle. The belt must not be twisted. Release by twisting central lock either way. Keep belt fastened whenever seated until the sign is switched off. After boarding, put on your defenders. Emergency equipment. The flashlights are in the cockpit on the left and on the right. The first aid kit is in the front of the helicopter, between the cockpit and the passenger seats on the right side of the aircraft. The fire extinguishers are located on the right side of cockpit, and between the second and third row seats of the passenger cabin. Emergency locator transmitters and life rafts are located in sponsons on both sides near exits at the rear of the helicopter. When the crew warns you of an emergency situation, you must do the following. Take off your headphones and if required, take off your glasses. Tighten your safety belt. When you hear the order, brace. Put your feet flat on the floor and in front of the seat. Make sure they are not under the seat. Press your neck back against the back of the seat. When landing, whether on land or water, you must wait until the rotors have come to a complete stop before opening the emergency exits. Emergency exits in this aircraft are cabin windows. The window can be removed by pulling the red strap. Completely remove the rubber strip and push the window out. To open the front window, push the button to unlock the handle, rotate the handle to release the window, push out window. In the event of a helicopter rollover during emergency landing on the water, ditching, use the emergency exit as the reference point for orientation. Exits will be framed by green light if evacuation is necessary. Remember that the survival suit has positive buoyancy, take this into account when evacuating. When the helicopter lands on the water, the floats will be inflated, allowing the helicopter to float. Do not open the sliding doors. Use only the cabin windows for evacuation. In case of an emergency, the pilot can deploy rafts by the lever that is in the cockpit. The rafts will automatically inflate. Outside the helicopter, you may also deploy the raft using handle on front end of sponson. Break off cover, pulled hard on handle. Emergency procedures, location and operation of doors, emergency exits, emergency and life-saving equipment are provided in safety cards. Safety card and air sickness bag are located in the pocket of the sliding door. After helicopter landing, passengers are forbidden to disembark from the helicopter until they receive the appropriate instructions from the crew. Remain seated till you get a sign from the HLO. Wait until the seatbelt sign is off before leaving the seat. Leave the ear defenders on the seat. At the helideck, your luggage will be laid out along the line of your route from the helicopter. Take your luggage along the way. It is highly dangerous to walk outside the marked areas. Follow helideck crew directions when leaving the helideck. After landing offshore, pick up your bags but avoid slinging them over your shoulder. The rotors may still be turning. Passengers shall refrain from distribution and publication of flight photos and videos in any social media and other data portals without special permission, authorization and approval. If you have any questions concerning safety issues, do not hesitate to contact company representative. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice flight.